He was willing. He went and did the best he could. And as we were saying, the Lord consecrated his efforts beautifully. It was miraculous what he was able to do in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And for those of us who have gone through the effort and taken the energy to really find out with an open, sincere heart, was this man truly a prophet of God? Man, when you receive that profound witness, it is amazing how life-changing that is. And it's not just him, because you seek to receive a witness of so many aspects surrounding the restoration.
Yeah.
Him, the Book of Mormon, Jesus Christ is the Messiah, the Savior of the world. You know, the prophets and apostles today. I mean, you ask to receive these witnesses, and it may not be at first, but as time goes on with sincerity and real intent and full purpose of heart, you receive the most profound witnesses of these things. And it is a miracle that we live in a day and age that so many in the history of the world will never get to experience, where we have the restoration, because he was willing to heed the call that the Lord extended to him. And he didn't do it perfectly. He didn't do it exact, but he did it the best that he could, and the Lord made it enough. The Lord consecrated that. And for us, it's the same thing. We've just got to act. We've got to do the best that we can, and the Lord will consecrate it. And for those of us who've received a witness of him, we look at what he was able to accomplish, and it's astounding. Honestly, it's miraculous. And it's so funny because other people on the outside, man, all they want to do is make fun of and mock and
great and spacious building, man.
Yeah, I mean, just bring him down without fully understanding everything he was able to do in such a short amount of time. There's no other explanation for it other than the Lord was with him.
If you look at it with sincerity, it's just miraculous.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
And the manual actually asks the question, how is your life different because of what the Lord restored through Joseph Smith? And what would your life be like if the restoration had not happened? That's just very, very profound questions to ponder.
Yeah.
When you've tasted the confirmation of the truth of the restoration, when it has taken root in your heart and has shaped and molded so many aspects of your life, to really ponder on, who would you be without it?
Yeah.
Where would you be? What would your life be like without it? And you begin to realize very quickly, truly, how much of a blessing and a miracle it is. And I mean, I I think both of us have a pretty good idea where we would be, because we almost got there.
Yeah,
we almost ended up
much there.
We almost ended up there with the gospel. So.
Well, you know, one of the difficult things is, and I have found this working with the youth in the church over the years, is I don't want to say it's unfair, because there's so many blessings being born in the church, being born in the covenant. But sometimes youth in the church, they don't have that perspective. They don't have that understanding. They don't have that knowledge. And then you talk to somebody who converted to the gospel later in life, and they received these miraculous witnesses and testimonies, and they can look back, similar to what you and I can do, and say, I know how I was 10 years ago. I know how I was 5 years ago even. You know, like, I can see the person I was, and I can now compare that to the person I am today.
Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.